All right, so we have one dead card in the form of Undying Malice, but the other two are live with this hand, so let's keep this one. Have our double black, which is good. Let's lead off with the Aquifer, just because we may want to cycle. All right, and let's go here. That way, if they go through the trouble of leveling the sleeper, we can go for the throat. Right, we'll see where they go from here. They do level it, then we will kill it. If they do not, we'll leave up make disappear. See what they got going on. Tenacious Underdog. And that'll work. And we'll just kill the sleeper. And then go here. We'll just have to take some hits from Underdog because there's no point in killing something that they can get back. And leave up the make it disappear for the Gix maybe, or Trespasser. We'll see. If it's Trespasser, yeah, we're definitely gonna make that disappear because we don't want a 2-for-1 ourselves, even though we could pitch the Undying Malice. Right, we'll be able to at least cycle for 5, so that's good. That makes Flow of the Unknown a little bit better. Especially if we get hit with this Sheoldred, which it looks like we're not going to. Now the question is, do we want to kill? We're still going to take the hit here. And we want to Flow of Knowledge, so I'm going to pull the sleeper here. Not fantastic, right? We would like to essentially keep that for Sheoldred, but think, yeah, and then we can pitch. I think we're gonna play this off. There's still 2 lands away from being able to hit us with the Invoke Despair, so we got a little bit of time to get something going. All right, we could deal with that. Could have been worse. Could have been worse.
Nobody knows.
Let's go ahead and Flow of Knowledge first, and discard. Discard tap land and Malice. We could bounce the Underdog and play the Engine.
You won't be.
And then we'll just discard Island. And then let's see. So here, let's go here, make a 1/1 or bounce. I think we make a 1/1, play a land, go here. I think this is going to be our best bet. We keep the go for the throat for the Sheoldred, right? We can get in regardless the way this is set up. We can take down Liliana. They plus we'll just get rid of the make it disappear and have to eat the Invoke Despair. But I think making sure we can kill Sheoldred is the big one. So let's see, opponent in the tag trying to figure it out, which I could definitely understand that. But we've had the upper hand. Okay. Interesting play. That resolves. We unfortunately can't draw, which is a bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. They missed their land drop as well. Do they have the cut down? Let's see. Yep. We will take it because we can't just let them run rampant with Sheoldred. Okay, the 1. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. So we can take her minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like to take the Sheoldred. Yeah, I think we just kill that. Leave up the go for the throw and the make disappear. versus tapping out. Yep. Kill that because we have to. And then what we could do, problem is that, yep. Let's, I mean, we could steal it. Let's steal it. We'll take 2, but then we have a chance of getting it back. So let's level here. And that way we have 2 blockers. We'll have to take it. But then we can... here. Play the land, and now we can counter. Yeah, okay, cool, cool. This is not bad. Let's start swinging. Because they can only charge in 1. Next turn we can draw and gain a bunch of life. Oh man, is this gonna pay off? This is... Please play a land and invoke. Oh, no. No, we had the combo. Did you just let that happen? Yep. Just let that happen, I guess. Alright, so no more attacks for us. Man, we were so close. So close. 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. Alright, and we have to protect against the double attack, so no attacks from us, unfortunately. It was so close, guys. That would have been absolutely amazing. Yep, have to counter that one. Yes. Alright, play ours. Play a land. Go here. And plus.
Don't feel bad when you lose.
And boom! Yes! Nice. Alright. On the draw. On the draw. And we have like part of our combo. We're missing our second black. We have Infernal Grasp. I'm going to keep this. Keep this. I think we have a decent amount of black sources to make sure we hit that double black. And we have a removal spell if things get crazy out of hand. So looks like we're going to go up against mono blue. So, I mean, the good thing is we have a decent density of threats, right? So we'll run out the Flesh Gorger on... I mean, Undying Malice not really going to do much against them, unfortunately. That's cool. We could wait. They have the Spell Pierce. Okay. Oh, that does... so here's my reasoning, right? I think the fact that we're going to be potentially able to cast something without issue, I think is kind of worth it. They want to go this way, right? They have to attack through us, and we can gain life on the crackback. So let's see what we're able to do here. Hermit is kind of nice. Problem is, if we play Hermit, right, then they could bounce it in response. So I think we have to attack first. And then when they kind of do the thing to let it resolve, play Hermit, play the other Flesh Gorger, right? Because we can leave this Flesh Gorger up. We don't get the Malice. We can counter what they want to try to do. Let's play Hermit. Let's play Hermit here. And then that way, right, because this is most likely going to be either level this or the Thirst. And so my reasoning is that, all right, cool. So now we are able to leave up Undying Malice, not that they have a reason to kill. Flesh Gorger, this thing's going to go up to 6. And we can kind of race this a little bit. And now we have Hermit to protect us from any like crazy shenanigans they're going to try to do. Like if they go to March to wipe everything. So that makes me feel a little bit better. We're not at a position where we can leave up Malice as well. But once again, interesting. Nothing from the opponent. And we hit our land drop. Actually, and a black, no doubt, which is fantastic. So yeah, let's attack. Notice they didn't level this. So do they have a flash? Let's see. So they are in a position here where they're going to get to draw 3, but it takes up their whole turn. Okay, they shore up. So they can block this guy. I wonder if we should have sacked it, actually. Huh. Interesting play, interesting play. We can protect it if we want to. Do we? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to protect it. We're not going to have too many instances where Undying Malice is going to make a difference, right? This is going to allow it to come back a little bit bigger. We don't lose our guy. So this feels pretty strong to me. They're going to go to level, which is great because now we can even play our other one. We'll take 1 to do that, but of course that's not going to make a difference. Okay, alright. We've got a race on our hands. We've got a race on our hands. So let's see. They're going to play land. If they take the entire turn off to draw 3, I think we're okay with that because we're going to crack back for 9 and win this race. Win this race and hit our land. Fantastic. Alright, do we want this exchange? They didn't play the land, so now it's in their interest. So I think we just attack this way and leave the hermit back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the good thing is that, let's see, we're going to get to draw 3 here. Okay. So now, do we just go ahead and play the blade for black? Ooh, make them discard some here? Do we think they're going to counter it, right? Yeah, I want to leave up that. So we're going to leave up Flow of Knowledge. We're going to leave up Flow of Knowledge versus playing the Serpent here. I think that's correct. Once again, the fact that they didn't have their 6 land. If they had their 6 land, I'd be a little more inclined to do it. But the fact that they didn't makes me feel like we're in a decent spot here. The Menace on the old Flesh Gorge Arenos doing some work. Pretty happy about that. So now this is a great spot for us to be in because it forces our opponent to have to make the play because right now we're in the winning momentum spot, right? We have the initiative, so to speak. All right, well, now I'm not afraid to do Flow of Knowledge because once again, they're on the back foot. They have to answer our stuff. And any mana that they tap out here for is less mana that they're going to have on our subsequent turn. Right, and remember, we're also in a position right now, negate. You pay the 3 to counter that, have them tap out, and then we can't get haste. Take 2 cards from them. Man, I'm not opposed to this. I'm going to negate it. So now they either let us flow. Okay, they let us flow because they need to stop the Gorgers. See, and then this is their window to do something fair. Oh. 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 Now, unfortunately, I'm sure they have one more way of protecting this. We saw that earlier. So the question is, do we go all out here? Because there's a pretty good chance. What's the flip side? Non-creature spells you control can't be countered. Benevolent Heist would be put into a graveyard from anywhere. Exile it. That's very interesting. Gosh, I wish we could do this. So let's attack first. Right? Oh man, do we want to seal the deal here? It's really tempting. There wasn't a pause. I think we're just going to go here. And we're at such a high life total now, we can even afford to. All right, pay 0. This is sweet, man. Let's get rid of cards out of their hand. Black, 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 blue, blue. Yeah, so they get left with 1 card and we go up a card. Feels pretty strong. And they scoop it up. Not a conventional mono blue, but a mono blue nonetheless. Greetings, my fellow knights and Puntawans. Welcome back to the MTG Struggle Bus, where I, a Jedi, struggle more to play Magic, so hopefully you don't have to. If playing islands is your jam, my friends, then you may have come to the right place, because that's exactly what we're trying to do today. Capitalizing on flow of knowledge that allows us to draw a card for each island we control, and then discard 2 cards. This card can draw a plethora of cards later in the game, which makes it super powerful. And of course it is at instant speed, which is very, very sweet as well, to do it as late as possible with as much information as possible. We're playing 2 cards to really capitalize on this synergy. First off, we're playing Teferi Temporal Pilgrim, that with just 1 token in play, it has a very good chance of allowing us to ultimate Teferi and make a giant beater that can close out the game. The cool thing about Flow of Knowledge is that it allows you to draw into another Flow of Knowledge, so that's fantastic. The rest of our top end is a Blade Coil Serpent, just because we can draw a bunch of cards off of it thanks to the mono blue aspect, and then an Invoke the Winds as a nice removal spell to be able to pull our opponent's Sheoldred or Titan and things like excuse me, I'm sorry. Getting a little sick, as you can tell, in my throat. And so just trying it out, why not? There's very few chances we're able to play it. I think one of is a sweet spot. The other card we're synergizing with drawing so many cards is Sheoldred, right? This allows us to gain 6, 8, 12 life in a turn. That is enough to really turn the tide on our opponent. The rest of the way down the curve, we are running Aether Channeler and Phyrexian Flesh Gorger because, hey, aggro decks are a thing right now. A lot of mono red, a lot of soldiers, and so I think these 2 things do a great job of stemming the bleeding, allowing us to draw additional cards, make some sack fodder or a blocker for those chicks, and then of course lifelink that we can flip later in the game and make it absolutely huge. I was initially running the Lore Master in this deck, but going back to the fact that there is a ton of mono red on the ladder right now, Lore Master just doesn't, it benefits them too much, right? Yes, we can capitalize on the extra cards, but they can too, and they dump their hand very quickly. So I took Lore Master out. Instead, we're running 2 Malevolent Hermits and 2 Surge Engines. Hermit forces our opponent to play in an awkward manner because they have to play around this. Gives us 2 creatures for the price of 1. And then, of course, it allows us to protect things like our Sheoldred and our Teferi. Surge Engine, just a fantastic card all the way up the curve. We'll play it early to be a defensive creature against those aggro decks. Then when we have open mana, we could, or spare mana, we could dump it into this, and later in the game we could play it and potentially draw cards to synergize with both Sheoldred and Teferi. Then we're running make disappear, full play set of Go for the Throw, and an Infernal Grasp, just to be able to deal with a lot of things in the early game and potentially some in the late game. And then finally, 2 cut downs and 2 March of the Wretched Sorrow, just another hedge towards those aggro decks being able to gain a little bit of life and deal with those early threats for just 1 mana, and a 1/1 of Undying Malice to protect our Sheoldreds and potentially protect and flip our Flesh Gorgers to their final form. So all our lands minus actually no, not all lands. I did adjust it. I was tweaking this deck a lot because had to definitely accommodate for mono red. So we start off with every land being an island, but that ended up being too slow. So now we're running 18 islands in the form of lounges, aquifers, and straight islands. And then just to make sure we have untapped lands, because it's crucial to have that nice smooth curve, Shipwreck Marsh, and Underground River. And once again, because we are trying to play as many islands as possible, we don't have room for any Mishra's workshops. But that is the list, my friends. I hope you guys enjoy it. I will admit this is not its final form, but we're kind of late recording this video because it took a while to get here. So hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. But before that, Boris K is our shout out for this video. Boris, thank you so much, my friend, for supporting me and the channel. I really do appreciate it. You rock, and hopefully this draw a billion cards list is for you, my friend. Okay, missing our second black source, but we're on the play, and we do have a mana sink with our Surge Engine in case we can't get double black, so we're gonna keep this. Lead off with the lounge, so we have access to all of our colors. Seems correct to me. Alright, let's see if we can do the thing. Should be a good matchup for us. Let's go Surge Engine here. And then next turn we can go Island to level the Surge Engine, and we have Go for the Throat. That way they have to kind of stumble on their mana here if they want to. I mean, I'm sure they have plenty of 1-drops, right? They could still do 1-drop Play with Fire, but I don't want to just sandbag this, and I don't think we're necessarily punished. Oh, look at that. Perfect. And, well, shoot. Yep. Let's just go ahead and start gaining some life, shall we? I think we can hold. I mean, Flame Breather is going to do some damage. Mechanized, okay. Cool, so this is actually fantastic. So what we're going to end up doing, right, because we can't allow that to sit on the board. I would like to shoulder it, so let's go 1. And then tap this way. Yeah, so they play around, kill this, and then hit them for 6. They have a haster. We're not going to attack. We're going to block. So this guy is going to go in, start gaining some life, and we just hold. So we didn't have to level it. We could have left up the Go for the Throw in case they play something big here, but we can block. It's really just going to be Raiju that we want to be able to block here. Everything else we can. Okay. So let's see if they have the follow-up play. So feeling a little silly about the Go for the Throat, right? But that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Let's see if they have a follow-up 1-drop. They do. So prematurely swinging there was a mistake. Let's start gaining some life back because that's kind of important. So we're going to go here, take at least 4 in the air. They have instant speed, Play with Fire. Okay. Do they draw the additional removal spell? Let's see if they got lucky. They didn't. All right, this bodes very well for us. Very well for us indeed. Look at this. So we're going to make a blocker, and we are going to, we could gain some life, right? So let's go ahead and do this correctly. Here, here, and here. Play Channeler. And then we are going to make a 1/1. And we're still going to attack because they only have 1 draw. And if they draw the festivals to do 1 damage to both, we have Go for the Throat for one of these. And having the blocker back is not going to do anything. And this also makes it to where they have to kill us this turn. Another chick. Okay. And then I believe, yep, doesn't matter. Go for the Throat, the oldest one, just cuz. They attack for 2. They can't block, and we block another one because that's what it's there for. Stay at 7, gain life, another Go for the Throat, fantastic. But we're just gonna go ahead and put the icing on the cake. Draw the gain of life. Trigger. And then swing for lethal. Yes, there we go. There we go. Even with that punt earlier, we still got there. All right. Going first, 1 black source for our Go for the Throat. We have ways of leveling our Surge Engine. So, yeah, I like this. I like this. We're going to keep this one. Seems like a solid one. Let's open up with the Marsh, right? That increases our chances of having our second swamp on our black source. Let's go here, and let's go ahead and play Engine. That way, if our opponent plays another tap land, we can be productive with our mana. Okay, farmhand. So probably just gonna head and level and start trading. Play our tap land. Let's level and start applying some pressure to the opponent. We're not worried about the one. They're either gonna drop a wedding announcement here or a wedding announcement, Seraph, or the Ganjo. Okay, we can deal with that. So they are running. So the question is, do we let Gaida or Giada go so we can have our one removal spell? Take our turn and level and swing. Or we can swing for 3 and just play a Flesh Gorger. I think that's what we're gonna do. I think we're gonna try to be mana efficient here and play our Flesh Gorger, and then save the Go for the Throat for a slightly bigger threat. Let's see if they go with the Emperor here. Okay. So you can play the Angel. Emperor, okay. So Emperor's gonna take out Surge Engine. I mean, they're main phasing it.
You'll be safer.
Okay, I can roll with that. I can roll with that.
My judgment is final.
This is good. I like this. I like this. So the question now, right, is do we want to double block and kill one to get both? Or do we want to make sure the Emperor goes down? I believe the correct answer is Emperor goes down. Play Hermit, kill Emperor, kill Giada, and then next turn we can play Teferi or play Flesh Gorger and leave up Hermit. That seems like the correct play to me. Why was there a pause there? That's weird. Why was there a pause there, right? I don't feel like there should have been. Oh, the March doesn't work. They can't play March off of her. Darn. Close. Didn't play around the second one, unfortunately.
This is what you get for hurting my
people. Ooh. Ooh. Offer the trade here. Flesh Gorger with protection. Yeah, I think they unfortunately... So here's the thing. We could play Teferi minus, but then they get to keep a board, right? And they would have access to the Angel. So I think our best bet is just to play Flesh Gorger and leave up Hermit for the board wipe. So let's just do that. And I strongly dislike how they tapped there. Strongly disliked how they tapped. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. They have 6. They could play the Seraph. They play a Seraph, then we're in a little bit of trouble because they have the double block for the Flesh Gorger. I think leaving up the Hermit was correct. Okay. All right, that's pretty good too. Unfortunately, it's those are two good things to draw. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, that is fantastic. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah, and there's no real way for us to do it. Okay. Why did... it's a little irritating. That's a little irritating. That's not quite how... Oh, it's still tapped? Oh, no. I didn't realize it came back in the... Oh, that stinks. That stinks. Another Giada. Okay. Seraph. Okay.
Let your blade do the talking.
Okay. What do we want to do here? Attack them. She can't kill. Wait, man. I guess we can just draw. This will let us look at what, 3 cards? Draw 3, discard 3. This is going to be an issue. We can go here. We lose that. So, do we attack? Give it flying. Wish we had a protection spell. They could just double block here. Triple block. Let's see what we can make happen. Let's see what we can make happen. Okay. So I will take this actually. Holy cow. Should we have attacked with both? Okay. This works out well. I think. I mean, wow, that definitely shows some value. So now, no, we can't. We can't, unfortunately, because if we Teferi, we don't have our counter magic, even though they have 2 cards left. And if they steward a Sanctuary Ward in here, then we're in a little bit of a pickle. We have 29 life, so we can do some blocking here. And then hopefully the Flow of Knowledge will draw us into some gas. Spirited Companion, okay. So, I still think I'm correct. I still think I'm correct to not have pulled the trigger on Teferi there. But I guess with the Flow of Knowledge, maybe that's incorrect because that would have been kind of broken. Alright, let's go Teferi and land. Alright, land... Teferi, and
no matter the time or place, I'm ready to win.
Minus.
Knowledge is meant to be shared.
No attacks. We have a chump block if we need to. They have another pause. Easy enough. So Teferi down. Teferi down. Alright, take the hit. That is unfortunate. I guess I wasn't anticipating them having a Seraph. Alright, another land. So, kill, kill, kill? I think so. I think we just kill, kill, and then kill that. I mean, it uses our removal pretty aggressively, but I also don't want them to have an open Planeswalker on the board. So, kill the Seraph. And kill this. We still get to leave up our counter magic, but at this point, they've played around it. Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I think I punted a little bit. I think I was too conservative. And we... Gosh, darn it. Alright, alright. Getting outplayed here. Getting outplayed. Clearly, did all that work and they're just gonna... No! Let's see. We attack. They double block. Yep. Oh, man. All the rebuild. No. Yeah, holy shoot. Hermit did nothing for us, yeah. Well played, opponent. Well played. Oh, man. Jeez. Yeah, I feel like we just got rocked now. Absolutely rocked. Like, look at the board that they have now after we went through all that trouble. I think the big mistake there was not playing the Teferi. Yeah, I mean, I don't. All right. Yeah, we got outplayed. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. If we played the Teferi, started to establish a board presence, then we would have been able to draw, make bigger dudes. Yeah, good game. Just got outplayed, my friends. Just got outplayed. Opponent's going first. We have access to both of our colors and untapped on 2. We're going to keep this on the draw. Play the Hermit on 2. Looks like we may be going against soldiers, maybe going against the legends. Alright, well, now that there's really no value to be gained, let's go ahead and just, well, shoot. We may want to kill the next thing they play. Let's still go this way. It's a little awkward. We could play Hermit, so we're still on curve, and then we can leave up. Yeah, because if they play Rafine, we can't play the ward anyways. So let's do that just to get on the board. Take R2, we'll like it. No follow-up from the opponent. That's interesting. Well, then we'll swing. And now we will play a tapped land and send it back. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Opponent missing their land drop. Human. There's Shauna. Okay. We can't kill her, unfortunately. So there's a card draw engine for them. So I guess we just kill Thalia here. And then hope that we draw something sweet. It's a bit of a miss. Bit of a miss. Let's play another tap land. Leave up our cards. We could block and then Malice, but they'll still be able to draw. So I think we're just going to go ahead and cycle the lounge. 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5. So we'll get to do quite a bit. I think we need to find an answer to that. So we'll have to take it. Leave up this in case they have... Well, they're not really going to have a Planeswalker. So I think they would just draw 3. The jar. Okay. Alright. So Shauna... Missed our window to get rid of Shauna, unfortunately. Draw 2 seems decent. Seems decent. Let's see if we can make something happen. Let's cycle. There's go for the throw, but of course this guy's active now. So a turn too late. Let's go here. And what are we looking to do? What are we looking to do, my friends? Pull the trigger on Flow of Knowledge. Pitch the Undying Malice. We could block. Well, shoot. So this is interesting. Do we can go for the throw Hajar. They get a bonus here. But then we don't have the window to flow for knowledge. So I think we flow now. I think we just flow and deal with it because we're looking for 2 removal spells anyways, and we'll pitch the Underground River and the Malice. Hold on to the island. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's a bunch of removal. That's what we like to see. So Undying Malice and Underground River can go. She'll resolve. So then let's see. block just to save us some life here. Next turn, we're going to play 6. We're going to 2, 2. No, we're going to Hermit. So we're going to take it so we can play Hermit, and then that way we have a double block. Oh, we didn't have one anyways. Because we're going to... Yeah, okay. Wow. This is a heck of a turn. They've got full grip. So do we, though. So let's see. Let's keep playing our islands. And then we have to do it while they're tapped out. So Thalia here. Kill Thalia first. Okay, and then we're going to go for the throw. Shauna. Oh. Oh. Alright, well shoot. If they're gonna do that. Yeah, that's fine. Wait, we can counter abilities? Oops. My bad. Alright, well, yeah, then we'll do it. Wait. Oh, okay. Counter non-creature spell. Okay, never mind. I don't know why. Where did I read abilities there? I have no idea where I saw abilities. That resolves. No attacks. Down to 7. So we're not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet. Alright. Block. We have an answer to Joda. We do have an answer to Joda. So... play... I guess having 2... and we get to go dig 6 deep into our deck. That seems fine. If we go here... we can't do it. Unfortunately. Which is a little awkward. And we don't want them to cascade. And we don't want them to have Plaza of Heroes up. So we do this now. And then... wait, how does that work? I don't think... so we don't have anything else to do, so let's just play the more expensive card. Because, like, leaving up the 2 doesn't do anything. Next turn, we can go another island. We get to go digging. I don't think we do. I think we keep both of our lands. Another Joda, so I'm glad we played a blocker here. Because we are going to have to block. They cascade into nothing. Typically, they don't have it. They may run an Ashnod. They do. Okay. Block, so we don't die. Alright, let's see. So we need... cut down no longer does it. So we will go digging. And unfortunately, that's not going to do it either. Alright, this seems like a reasonable opener. We are on the draw. We get to play Infernal Grasp on 2, Channel on 3, Sheoldred on 4, and then play March to kind of balance things out. This seems reasonable. Let's keep this one. Keep this one, and I think it has what it takes to get us there. Feel like it has what it takes. So Mishra's Foundry for the opponent, going up against Soldierinos. So, may have to... yeah, I think we've got some action here. We've got some action. Officer. So, unfortunately, nothing that we want to really kill with Grasp on 2. But we could just march on 1. We could do that. Is that what we want to do? Is that what we really want to do? I guess we'll wait and see what the opponent does, right? We have access to both spells. I would like to gain a little more life. But Grasp being used to kill something that we can't quite hit, right? We would take 4 here, then we could play Channeler. Yeah, I think we're going to. I think we're going to go ahead and take the hit here. And then play Channeler and either bounce or make a 1-1. Probably make a 1-1. And then that way Channeler can block the Officer. Nothing from the opponent, so reinforcements, fair. Alright, let's do what we said we were going to do. Now I'm halfway tempted to see if we just bounce. Actually. Right? I am actually halfway tempted to just bounce here. So if we make a 1-1, we have a block here. But if they play a captain, then we don't get to do anything except block here, right? Or a veteran. So that's the interesting play. Though if they go reinforcements here, then we have some blocks. Yeah, I'm going to make the bird. I'm going to make the bird. They go reinforcements, right? And then they have to play a veteran. We could still block one thing. And then we still have the bird to block. Mid-combat, we can take out a... so they were playing around maybe make disappear. Okay. I call that a win. They missed their land drop. Okay. Alright, this is... Unfortunately... This is not going to showcase how solid the deck is. That's a bummer. Wait. Oh, because it costs 0. Okay, that makes sense. Let's go here. And we have 2 removal spells to get Sheoldred back. So I think we're fine playing a Sheoldred here. I don't think we're punished for that. If they had more lands to get... You know, it looks like they're the mono white variant. If they're running lay down arms, and if they're running Cathar, we have 2 different ways of getting it off the board. So I think this is fine here. And now we get to... Guardian's a little bit awkward, right? It's not the easiest thing to block. Okay, I was going to say opponent. Well, this is where we start running away with the game now, isn't it? Now, isn't it? So let's go here. And we're going to go Engine or Flesh Gorger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're 2 mana away. Let's go Engine. And my reasoning behind playing Engine here... They're going to attack. And they're going to make it... It's a 3. We could still block. So we don't attack with Sheoldred this turn. Because we can still block. Or do we care? They're only attacking for 3. Yeah, we're attacking with Sheoldred. They have 2 mana, so they can't hit us with an Emperor. We're going to attack here. Yeah. And then now we have the opportunity to level Engine or activate March for 2. Oh, man, what a bummer. I hope they hit their land drop. I really do. They at least get to scry and then hit. Yeah, gosh darn it. Alright, going first. And yeah, we have a curve. I mean, literally 2, 3, 4 with backup to get Sheoldred. Let's keep this. Keep this and let's see where it takes us, my friends. Let's see where it takes us. Play the old tap land. Hello, my friend. Tap land comes down. What are we doing? Alright. Soldiers. Soldiers. So yeah, I think we just play our curve here. I think we just play our curve. And then they are either going to Cathar the Flesh Gorger or the Sheoldred. Not going to block here. We're just going to keep taking the 1. Hold this off to where I could block something a little more saucy. If they want to use one of the removal spells on the Hermit, I think we're pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about that indeed. Thalia comes down. That's fine. And... Yep. Play Flesh Gorger. So here's the thing, right? Now that we're playing Flesh Gorger, they can... Yes, they could still do the old rope-a-dope, attack with the front liner, pump this so we can't block, but then we get to block here and gain the 3 life back. So I don't really think we're punished here. They take the turn, play Cathar for Flesh Gorger, then... Yep. Okay. Alright, take the 4. No blocks. Ooh, nice. Nice. Alright, Sheoldred. No attacks. So now this is going to set us up for success because we'll be able to cut down Thalia and then take out the Cathar. If they don't do anything here and they pass the turn to flip Cathar, I feel like that's a win for us as well. Alright, so unfortunately them having Myrel is a bit of an issue. Only because of the fact that now we have to do this, like, on our turn, which is unfortunate. Alright, well, yep, it is what it is. So, go for the throat. Then, attack here. Because these decks don't run Emperor. They're going to take it. Then we'll take one to kill Cathar. And get our Flesh Gorger back. And our Flesh Gorger should be a 7/5. So, nice. And now, all we need is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So, let's see if we get lucky. We could draw one of our Fountains of Knowledge. That'd be sweet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, they have to block with everything to kill either of these. I don't know if that's a good or bad trade. No Anthem effect. Well, that's kind of busted too. So all we have to do is bounce Thalia and then we could swing without issue. Seems pretty solid. We could also draw. But I kind of like the tempo play that we get from doing that. And no pause, so we don't have to worry about that. So yeah, let's... Or we could just bounce here. Yeah. Bounce here and then they don't even have a good chump block. I could dig that. Attack with these two and they scoop it up. Alright. Whew. I'll take it. Well, my fellow knights, that is the deck. And I think I'm on to something here, but this is not its final form. Unfortunately, I was running late on stuff. Trying to brew didn't really hit the mark on a lot of things, and so cutting this one close, as you can tell, it's actually, I'm recording the day of. I'm supposed to put it out. It's going to be way late, but I want to make sure I at least keep on some kind of schedule. But yeah, it just Hermit, like all the parts kind of did something, right? I do think Invoke Wilds, you can take it or leave it. It could easily be the 4th floor knowledge. I think that's fine. Blade Coil Serpent, kind of the same thing, right? Those two cards, I think you can easily just turn them into another Teferi, another Flow of Knowledge, and be okay. Everything else felt pretty good to me for what it was meant to do, right? Surge Engine was just something kind of smooth out our curve. We could play it early, we could play it mid, we could be a mana dump late. Malevolent Hermit made our opponents play a little more awkward, so I think that's fantastic. And our removal felt fairly okay. One Undying Malice is correct, because as you saw in some of the games, there were times where we drew it where we didn't really want it, which is awkward, right? Because we do have a lot of things to capitalize on it. We can reset Surge Engine. We can get another value, more value out of Chandler. We can make Flesh Gorger huge, and then obviously save our Sheoldred. So there's a lot going on there, but there were some times where we just drew it in a very awkward part. And that's why it's a one of fun of. But yeah, never got to live the dream. Because I ran out of time. That was another reason I wanted to play more games, to try to really go off with Teferi and Flow of Knowledge, but didn't have time, so rain check on that one. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys liked this kind of deck and want to see me kind of go into it some more. I tried a mono blue version that was not your stereotypical mono blue that everyone can't stand, and it just didn't play out. So that's why I was just trying to get this deck tweaked correctly. It took a long time. Definitely fell below 50% for sure. But that will do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Yeah. I'll see you guys in the next one.